Hey everyone, my name is Kayla. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. My name is Kayla. I'm a body piercer of almost 12 years. In February 2021 it will be 12 years. If you are not new to my channel, I'm in a new apartment. My boyfriend and I moved to a bigger apartment, so I am in now the guest room. I was doing some crafty stuff in here and I just got a comment on my retainer video. I'll put a link to that if you want to watch that. The person said that they wanted to get their cheeks pierced, dahlia piercing, but they thought right now would be a great time because everybody's wearing masks and they can hide it from work. And then later on, when masks aren't mandatory anymore, they could use something that's clear to hide it. Actually, right now, a lot of people, I get questions almost daily about nostril piercings or any, piercing that can be hidden with a mask. I get lots of questions about if I'm currently piercing under the mask or if it's a good idea to do that. And I actually discourage that. I am currently not piercing under the mask just to prevent risk of exposure to my clients and myself and my staff. I'm just taking as many precautions as I can. So I have an example of why it is a bad idea. So around early March, or not early March, around March, April, May, somewhere around there, early closures in California, at least for us. Our studio was closed and my coworker asked me if I was comfortable to pierce her cheeks. Be the perfect time, we're not working, she can, she has a little bit of time for healing them. Healing time for cheek piercings is can be up to a full year healing time. And so, she understood that. She wanted to get the beginning majority part of her healing, all the swelling and soreness and things like that out of the way before we had to go back to work. So we were closed for a couple of months and she let those heal. And then our studio reopened and she had to wear a mask daily. Her piercings are still healing. She's through that really rough stage of swelling and switching the jewelry and things like that. And off and on, just wearing the mask off and on, she would get really puffy. Her piercings would swell up again. She'd have to switch the jewelry to something longer, and then when the swelling went away, she'd switch back. But she had a lot of issues with them puffing up and then going back down. And eventually she ended up growing a sore on one side of them, and it was multiple things were occurring. So she was wearing her mask, she's got a little bit of stress just from daily life, and she was also sleeping majority on that side. So even with reducing the amount of sleeping on that one side, she still had this sore, and we found out that it was from the KN95s pressing specifically against the cheeks. Her jewelry is rubbing it, it was irritating her face, and it was just a bad time for her all around. And unfortunately she ended up retiring them just recently. I'm going to say it was almost an entire year that she had them, so I think December she ended up taking them out, December 2020. But yeah, it was really rough, and I can't imagine. So from my personal experience, I've had my nostrils pierced for a couple years now, and at the beginning, around maybe April or May, somewhere around there, I snagged this one with my mask, and they're fully healed, and it hurt a lot, and it swelled up and it was sore, and I can't imagine having a fresh piercing with that going on. Long post, it snagging on masks, it being rubbed consistently all day long. It just sounds like a nightmare. So I definitely would discourage anyone from getting a piercing in the nose and mouth region just because we're wearing masks daily and it is mandatory. If you live in an area where you know, maybe you work at home or something and you're not so consistently wearing masks, it might be a better, you know, you might have better success with that, but it's definitely, I would definitely discourage it. So as far as taking care of a piercing that you have that's healing, and wearing a mask on top of it, it can definitely extend your healing period. The constant movement, constant catching, and even just the warmth of and the moisture of the area can really affect the healing time. My studio currently isn't helping anyone switch jewelry under the mask, be it nose or mouth. We're completely staying away from that. We are helping teach clients how some jewelry works and how to do it themselves at home safely. But if you have jewelry that's too long and it's getting snagged, and there is a studio available near you that can switch the jewelry for you, I would encourage you to do that.
Several days later.
Hey guys, I know I look completely different. It's a couple days later. Yay, it's February, so that's cool. I was editing this video and I forgot that I didn't do an outro. I kind of paused it so that I can think of what to say as far as taking care of piercings. But if you're having trouble healing, my best suggestion is just to try your best not to wear your mask or do things where you're not required to wear the mask. Try to stay home as much as possible. Really baby your piercings. You don't want to be too rough with it. That will definitely make the healing period a lot longer. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I do regularly check the comment sections. I get emails when people comment me and I try to reply as soon as possible. Yeah, if you're having any trouble healing or you have any more questions about taking care of a piercing while wearing a mask, feel free to reach out to me. If you liked this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff. I know it's been a long time, but I have some videos in mind, so hopefully we'll start being regular again. Yeah, I have some crafting videos that I recorded, so I'll be posting that shortly as well. I hope you guys have a great 2021. See you later.